So here's a quick video on how to get the most out of this course. You could technically skip this video if you want, but you probably shouldn't. Okay, so basically you got to look at where you're at in your skill level as a seller. If you're a advanced seller or intermediate, skip around, go see what you like. If something's too beginner for you, go find something else. I've never met somebody that I can't help increase their business. There's so much in here. We're not an expert at everything. If you're a beginner, it's okay. You don't need to be an expert at everything, okay? So when you're going through this, just know that you don't need to know and understand all of this. The best way to do it is to go and watch some and then go take action on it, because trying to watch the entire thing and then understand it all and really know, it's about going out, taking action and applying that learning, because basically the way that the human brain works is we forget a lot of things that we hear and see, and the best way that we learn is by taking action. So you hear something or see a technique or a trick, go apply that. Actually taking action is the best way to learn, because you're working in an experiment almost, versus me just saying something and then trying to put a picture in your head. So that's going to be the best way to use that. If a video is getting boring or I'm going on a rant, skip ahead a little bit. If that video just continues to be boring, that's okay. Go to the next one. Go in the Q&As and just learn and talk with other people and help each other out if they have questions, because that's really appreciated. For the beginners, here's just going to be the best overview. We are very heavy in this course on product research and understanding what is a good opportunity and how to find those. So there's probably 70 or more product research videos, and those are all just different ways to find products. And then also the framework of knowing, hey, this sells a lot. Is this a good product opportunity? And we teach you exactly how to do that by finding unsolved consumer needs. So if there's a lot of sales, a lot of people in that market, and the options aren't very good, and it's not too competitive, and you could afford it, then yeah, it's probably a good opportunity. But we go really in depth on that. So going out and just taking action and starting to look at markets and using the framework that we teach is going to be the best way to get started with this. Because if you try to master each single way of product research methodology, you don't need to know them all. You could just know one, find a good opportunity, evaluate it, and then get it. But then what's most important after that is you find an opportunity, it looks great, you can do it. But you got to find a good supplier. So we go over finding a good supplier and how to source it and get it into Amazon. And that's the most important part. If you have good opportunity, you're solving an unsolved need, the market wants it, you go and find what you thought. So basically the market wants something that's not there. You go and you find a supplier that can do that. You got to make sure that the product is good though, because if you have a bad product, it's not going to work. So that is where we focus a majority of this course on. And then we go over all the technicals of, starting your business and getting the products into Amazon and making your listing. But that part's easy. If you have a good product and a good market opportunity, it's going to be a lot easier, and you can mess a lot of stuff up. That's where you need to spend a majority of your time and efforts on if you're a beginner, is understanding what makes a good opportunity and then finding something good. So that's what we focus on a lot, but don't think that you need to know it all. Just start going and playing around, asking questions. Also, the other thing is that there will be softwares and tools and services that are talked about in this course. These are all things that I've used in my business and other Amazon sellers that I know. And basically the methodology is that we are outsourcing in this business. Amazon is giving us the customers. They're shipping the products for us. Our suppliers are making the products for us. We're outsourcing as much as we can to other people and to computers. So there will be tools that are talked about that can help enhance your business, but you don't need to buy all of them or any of them. There's actually only one tool that is required, and that's one that allows us to see how much products are actually selling on Amazon, because you need to know how much money there is to be made in a market to make a good business. Can I make money here, and how much do I buy and whatnot? So that is the only required tool throughout this course. So just know that there are things that you need to do if you're building a business. There are softwares or stuff, and we'll talk about more later on when you want to start outsourcing more and more of your business so that you can get that freedom. But if you're just in the beginner with a little bit of money hustling, there's ways to do things by hand. But the only thing you can't do by hand is getting a product research tool and a sales estimator. So that's just a part of this business model. I wish it wasn't. I wish Amazon gave us the data, but it's not. But luckily, there's great tools that help us do it for a very good price. So that's the general things that you'll want to know. And for the advanced people, I'm just going to read off right here. What do we got for you? All right. ROI and lead time. So basically, if you're having any cash flow issues, watch the ROI and lead time video. That will be a game changer, because basically so many Amazon sellers and almost everybody's doing it wrong, and they're going after the wrong opportunity. So I'm a card counter. I'm a bad card counter. I'm good at it, but you can always tell if I'm doing something or lying or thinking. So I got caught and banned from many places. But by looking and thinking about these things mathematically, you can find the best opportunities that will pay off, and you'll never run into money or cash flow issues with your business. So go ahead and watch that. Later in the course, we go into all the great things like tax, accounting, finances, international currency transfer. If you're worrying about this stuff, don't worry, state sales tax, all that fun extra stuff, even interviews with Amazon warehouse managers. Basically, all those really tough parts of the business that are not just selling on Amazon, but actually running and operating a business. We're going to help you guys optimize that. And that's the easiest way to really provide value. I see so many 7 to 8 figure sellers that are not doing that part of their business right. And it's okay, because it's hard. Nobody really teaches it. And that's what we're out here to do. But don't worry about that. You only need to know that once you have a business running that is making money. So you guys can ignore all of that if you're a beginner. Those are good problems to be having, because you can solve them with money and getting people to help you. So I hope that this was a nice little overview. If you guys have any questions or things you want to see in here, let us know. I think about at this time, Udemy asks for a review, which I think is really odd to give a review after 2 videos in the course. So yeah, I mean, I put my heart and soul into this a year and a half, and I truly am making this the best course that it can be. So if you guys leave questions and answers on all the videos, I'd really appreciate it. I would obviously like a 5-star review. And if you have any reason why you don't think it would be a 5-star review, like, send me a message. I would totally be willing to change and update this, because I really want this to be the best. And unfortunately, the review system, it's hard because it's based on these first 2 videos, and this is such a long course that you can't really do it now. So if you have any questions or concerns, let me know. If you want to leave a review when it asks you, if it hasn't already, I would appreciate a 5-star review. If not, yes, let me know what I can do to make this better and make it a 5-star experience, because that's what I'm here. It's what I'm committed to. This is my main focus, helping you guys understand and actually take this into action, because I didn't just make all of this content for no reason. I made it to help you guys. So I hope that you guys are excited to get started with this opportunity. I know that I am. So let's get into it now. Enough of overview, enough of talking about the future. Let's get into it and build it. See you guys in there.